Welcome to part 2 of the Xiana Fairchild case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. People mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. Antoinette Robinson was also a convicted felon, child neglecter, and drug addict. In September of 1999, Antoinette separated from her husband, Gerald Robinson. At the time, he had sole custody of their 3 sons, then ages 1, 3, and 4. Antoinette was their birth giver as well. Gerald Robinson admitted to the press that he and, I quote, beat up Antoinette over a dispute about the money she took from him, unquote. This incident put him on probation, a diversion program, and he claimed to have given up drugs a decade ago. Before they separated, Antoinette, Gerald, and their 3 children were homeless. They lived in a hotel before moving to Vallejo with Gerald's grandparents. On January 2nd of 2001, police found the clothes Xiana was supposedly wearing on the morning she vanished at Bobby and Antoinette's home. Reporters witnessed an argument evolve between Antoinette and Bobby where she yelled at him, and I quote, "You're a liar. What did you do? Take her to your parents' house and change her there? I want you out of here," unquote. After police took the clothes Xiana was supposedly wearing in the home, along with Bobby and Antoinette's lies, they considered them persons of interest. The parents, grandparents, and other family members were questioned by police. Their homes and cars were searched. On January of 2001, the police searched Bobby's parents' home. This came about when his ex-girlfriend told police about a porn log in a black book he supposedly gave his brother for safekeeping while he served his 2 sentences for child abuse at St. Quentin. Antoinette said she only tried meth once. Bobby admitted they smoke weed and crank, aka meth, 3 times a month while Xiana played in the hallway. On January 7th of 2000, Mercury News article states Antoinette told reporters, and I quote, everybody knows we smoke weed. God put it on this earth for me, unquote. When they searched the home, police took the following items: Xiana's hairbrush, Xiana's toothbrush, Robert's shoes, 2 rolls of duct tape, a plastic shower curtain, comforters, blankets, clothes, a Bronco, a black Oldsmobile Cutlass, porn, lingerie, handcuffs, sex toys. Scent tracking dogs were only able to indicate Xiana's scent near a Greyhound bus station. On December 11, 1999, a Contra Costa Times article says Xiana's birth mother suspected a family member took Xiana and her birth certificate and clothes as a revenge for something for which she would not elaborate. On December 16, 1999, Mercury News article states Bobby now changed his story, saying he is not sure if he had taken Xiana to school that morning or if she walked, because she walked to the bus stop, and I quote, 99% of the time she walked to school, unquote. On December 30th, the San Francisco Chronicle reported that a week before Xiana went missing, Child Protective Services were called. Antoinette got flown out to Hollywood to be at the Lisa Gibbons show. She received star treatment and was put up at the Beverly Hills Plaza Hotel. She even got to bring a friend, Sandra Babs. While being driven around in a limo at the recording, the crowd grew hostile and someone stood up and shouted, "I don't believe you one bit." She talked about physical altercations between her and Bobby. A week before going missing, a neighbor called the Solano County Child Protective Services because they said, and I quote, saw her taking a toddler's diaper off and getting on top of him, unquote. Xiana's birth giver told reports that she was aware of this behavior and attributed it to Xiana witnessing a couple who were guests at their apartment have sex. Neighbors also called Child Protective Services because Xiana was always seen hanging out alone in the hallway. Neighbors told reporters Xiana would hang out in the hallway and would have to fend for herself. Neighbors often fed her and she did not seem to have a key to the house that she lived in because she was, and I quote, let in, unquote. Antoinette told reporters that Xiana was locked out of her home on one occasion, 2 days before she went missing, when she was home and was unaware Xiana had missed the bus. She adds that after everyone leaves in the morning for school and work, that is her, and I quote, quiet time, unquote. According to her birth mom, a week before she went missing, Xiana got sidetracked playing near a park that was by her bus stop. She ended up flagging down a police officer who gave her a ride home. A December 30th, 1999 Contra Costa Times article states that a grown man spent the night at the home where Xiana lived on the night before she went missing. Police looked into this man and reported that he was very cooperative and not a suspect. Bobby told reporters that he had only known this man for a couple of weeks. He does not remember what this man looked like and had not heard from him since December 9th of 1999. He was a friend of Antoinette's mom's boyfriend. He had also spent the night on other occasions, including another night on the same week Xiana disappeared. January 15th, 2000, Mercury News article disclosed the man's name, William Perkins. He was a 21-year-old from Berkeley who stayed the night at the home Xiana lived on the night she went missing. Diane Raimundo, Xiana's grandmother, said she last saw Xiana on December 4th of 1999 when she and Nico, her ex, were living at the studio with them. On August 17th of 2000, William Perkins was charged in the Solano County sex crimes against 2 minors and child pornography. He pled not guilty on charges of spousal abuse, oral copulation with a minor, statutory rape, and transporting a child pornography into the state between November 13th, 1998 and June 1st of 2000. The county prosecutor said the charges involved 2 minors under the age of 14. Antoinette's mom, Diane Raimundo, Xiana's maternal grandmother, who was currently living in a hotel and had recently moved out of Antoinette and Bobby's studio per Antoinette's request, told reporters in a December 11, 1999 San Francisco Chronicle article, and I quote, "She's adorable. That's what I'm scared of," unquote. Antoinette told the San Francisco Chronicle that she thought her mother, Diane Raimundo, was responsible for Xiana disappearing because she asked her to move out of the apartment. On December 25th of 1999, the San Francisco article states Antoinette was looking forward to spending her first Christmas with her 7-year-old daughter. Go to part 3.